8 races and the 9th race is just around the corner. The Canadian Grand Prix is happening this weekend. And boy, we got some stuff to talk about. This week has been busy for F1. Definitely. There's a lot of news that happened. Let's just dive right into it. We got Ocon. Esteban Ocon is out of Alpine at the end of 2024. He had no idea where is he going next, whether he's going to retire or he's going to race for another team. Is he going to go to Williams? Is he going to go to another Mercedes? I'm not sure. But Ocon has parted ways with Alpine, which I don't consider it parting ways. I do believe that Ocon has been sacked. He was in the team for around 5 years, 5 seasons, so it's been quite a while. They're saying it has nothing to do with the crash in Monaco with Gasly. I don't know if I quite buy it. I'm sure it's not the sole reason. There's a lot of things accumulated over the years with Ocon's incidents. He's been teammates with Fernando Alonso. They fought with each other quite a bit, even though he has the only win that he has in his career. All the credit, in my opinion, goes to Alonso in the Hungarian Grand Prix 2021. And what did he repay him with? Absolutely slamming the door shut on him, race in, race out, not being a team player whatsoever. But that's kind of part of his personality. I just don't think he has the capabilities, like the pace to kind of back it up. You know, there's a lot of aggressive drivers over the years in the Formula One, but not all of them can back up what they're doing. So, for example, you have Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen, at beginning of his career, all people were talking about is, first of all, his talent. For sure, he was crazy talented, and how aggressive he was, because he wasn't winning races, obviously, you know. But now nobody's talking about how aggressive he is. Obviously, he's not battling anybody, but as well, he has backed it up. He is the best driver in Formula One right now, and Ocon is just nowhere near that level. And I don't think he's a team player. A lot of complaints ever since they signed Gasly to Alpine. That was my opinion as well. That's exactly what's gonna happen. The writing is on the wall, like they say, about this relationship. How's it gonna pan out? They already had a bad relationship coming into this, and supposed to be they squashed the beef, but we all knew that we were waiting for that spark. Just one incident, and that will spark it all up. And that happened last year in Australia, especially after the red flag, the restart. They crashed each other, they slammed the door against each other, and that's it. That's as predicted. Anyway, so Ocon is out from Alpine. We've got another big news, which is surprising news in my opinion. Sergio Perez has renewed his contract, extended a 2-year deal with Red Bull. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, in my opinion, there is a lot of drivers that could fill the seat that might be a better suit for Red Bull because of several reasons. First of all, let's get into what happened, right? So just as a matter of fact, Max won 3 titles. And all these 3 titles, his teammate was Sergio Perez. 2 Constructors' Championship they've got on the table. Nobody can fault them with that. But the only thing is that, especially last year, the points difference was huge. And Lewis wasn't that far off of Perez. He should be very far off Perez last year, comparing both cars. And the pace that Perez had weekend in, weekend out. So I don't think he's got the pace to be in a team like Red Bull, but they've decided to keep him. And this season, Max is beating him in every metric imaginable. Like, there is no comparison between the two, not whatsoever. Last year, at least in the beginning of the season, we were seeing, the king of the street circuit, Sergio Perez, is emerging. He might give Max a fight for his money. No, not even close. Not even close. He is not even in the top 3 right now, which is a shame. driving the car that he is. So that's happened, and this move actually impacts a lot on the grid. It doesn't only impact Sergio Perez per se, because there was a lot of instability between the drivers, knowing that there might be a seat available at Red Bull since Sergio Perez's contract is up this year. Like Sainz, like Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, even Liam Lawson. Okay, Daniel and Liam, I wasn't even expecting anyway. Okay, but for example, you have Yuki Tsunoda. He's the most eligible for the seat, just pure logic. He's doing very well in the RB, the second Red Bull team, right? And he deserves a seat. He deserves a try, at least, to try it out, you know? And he's got the pace this year. He's shattering Daniel Ricciardo, absolutely shattering him. And also Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz has a backstory with Red Bull. He started in the junior team with the Toro Rosso. Started actually with Max as his teammate. So they were teammates before 2015. And it could be a good dynamic between the two. But I don't think Red Bull want to even risk bringing someone that might even give Max a fight. Even though I don't think Sainz is even at Max's level. But it might jeopardize couple of races, and that's not a risk obviously they're willing to take. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if it was the correct decision keeping Sergio Perez for extra 2 years. Christian Horner commented about the decision, saying that continuity and stability are important for the team, and both Checo and Max are successful and robust partnership, securing for our first ever 1-2 finish. Yeah, because you had an absolute rocket last year. And Checo, this is what I have a problem with, okay? Checo has had a strong start to 2024 with second places in Bahrain, Saudi, and Japan, and then his podium in China. Yeah, but guess what? Up until that point, you were the fastest car. As soon as McLaren and Ferrari kind of closed that gap for a little bit for the past 3 races, where has Perez been? That's exactly right. He has been nowhere. And I think that might cause them a challenge in terms of the constructors especially. I have no doubt that Max can win the Drivers' Championship. He's not as far as we think, but yeah. The other teams are close enough, which brings us to the next thing we want to talk about, that how the points are closer than we think. Because for me, when the start of the season, I kind of written it off as it's done, especially in Bahrain, finishing the race 22.4 seconds ahead of his own teammate Max Verstappen, and like that was a done deal for me. I thought it's going to be exactly the same as last year, if not worse. But I have been proven wrong. The change of the concept, the inherent change in the Red Bull concept, I'm not sure if it served them very well, because now weaknesses are starting to show, especially in the past couple of races in Imola and Monaco. They both have things in common, as well as Canada, as well as Montreal circuit as well. All of them have, you have to ride the curbs. They have a problem with that. And Max already commented on that, and he said the need to attack the curbs on this weekend is going to be crucial. And let's see if they can fix the problem over the past 2 weeks, right? So I have no doubt Red Bull is the best team out there. If anybody can fix it, it's them. Right? But we are closer than we think. So now it's going to be a little bit more interesting going into a weekend, and whether Lando can do something. Oscar Piastri, what a driver that guy is. He's calm and collected, and he's not showing any signs of weakness that he's like a rookie. He's making a lot of mistakes. No, none of that. He's very mature and very talented driver. And Lando, of course, I think Lando and Charles are the closest to Max right now, especially Lando, I would say, even though Charles won the last race. But I think Lando's form is very good this year. I kind of compare him with Charles. I think they're both in their form right now, and they could give Max a fight this weekend. And I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. Let's wait until practice. Is gonna show whether Red Bull fixed those problems with the curves or not. And Max is not as quite as happy with the car as he was at the beginning of the season. So yeah, let's just see what's gonna happen this weekend. We're gonna have a show after the race as well. Gonna react to it, give my thoughts on what happens. Hopefully a lot of red flags and a lot of safety cars. That's what we hope for, and hopefully we see the Mercedes as well up there doing their thing. And guys, yeah, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. Thank you guys, and see you later.